praises be to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 7 of Daemons of the Shadow Realm. And this show is getting interesting, family. It's weird how the tension kept building in this episode as we're winding down from like the assault that we just had on the mansion, right? Like, we was just attacked last night. We're done. We're no longer being attacked. But for me, the tension kept rising in the episode. Okay. Really quick, family. We're on the journey to 100 YouTube subscribers, and y'all have been showing love this past week, but we're still on the journey to 100 YouTube subscribers. So if you're watching this and not subscribed, go ahead and help us out. That makes the algorithm share the video to more people, and we get a more robust and involved conversation, family. So help us out. Okay, let's get right into it. So we got a flashback. We got 2 flashbacks. We got an Asa and a Yuru flashback, and the Kagomori master and Dara pulled up, right? Okay, so let's talk about Yuru first. So he was having a flashback, family, and this was an important one, I think, because like we saw how it was able to inform Yuru when Dara and the Kagomori master pulled up, right? And so in that we had a hunting flashback of Yuru and his dad, and we got the mom. What was the mom's name? Oh, it's the dad's name is Mine, the mom's name is Nagisa, and so we like were formally introduced to them, right? Mine and Yuru, dad and brother, are on a hunting trip, and there's a bandit, but there's a bandit seemingly trying to take Yuru's life. Now we know that there is a motive, there's an incentive to taking the twins' life, because we know, or legend has it, that gives them access to a special power. So we don't know who this is targeting Yuru, but we know basically why anybody would be targeting Yuru. Nonetheless, this bandit has Yuru pinned to the ground. He's like 5 years old, right? Yuru is. And he senses the bloodlust from this bandit. Now, before Yuru is taken out, he defends himself, okay? Now, at this time, Yuru's dad, Mine, arrives, and he's like, "Oh, son, I'm so sorry. I turned my back for a second." He's like, what you experienced, he's like, don't forget, because this is an important life lesson. You know, given who you are and given how we're hunters, like, this is a perspective, this is a concept that you're going to have to become very familiar with, because you're going to have to deal with this on a regular basis, is what Mine is prepping Yuru for. So this is foundational to Yuru because he remembers this. This is a core memory for him. This is where he learned the concept of bloodlust and an intent to harm, right? Now we get, after the trip, we stay the night. We stay an extra night in the forest because Mine wants Yuru. He wants to allow him some time to decompress, and he knows he's a child. It's gonna be hard for him to lie. He's like, let's get our story straight. Let's get you calmed down. We'll go home. We're gonna stay here an extra night and go home. But this is suspicious to some of the people when they get back home, right? Because they're such good hunters. They're not used to them coming home empty-handed, let alone when they take extra time. And Yuru has blood on his clothes, right? So we pull up to the village, and the grandma comes up, and she's so suspicious, right? But she notices the blood. Mine hops in and helps Yuru with the story, and they meet up with Asa, because Asa's still in the prison, but I think that's the real Asa in the flashback. And then Mine whispers something to Nagisa. We don't hear what, but we can kind of guess. And that is the night before Mine, Nagisa, and Asa left the village. So those are the events that led up to them leaving. Why they left Yuru behind, where did the fake Asa come into play? We don't know yet. That's how Yuru was left behind. Now we get Asa is telling us that she had been attacked by a Higashi village assassin. And we learn that at least the person who kidnapped Asa and took her life so that she could get break, he was accompanied with the woman that was helping. She was basically like the what's it called? Like the dang. She was there to witness the birth of the twins, right? Along with the grandma. So she knows for a fact, she's like, no, that's the twin. Like, that's the one that if we take out should come back to life with the power break. And that's exactly what happens. They don't live beyond that because, you know, Asa comes back to life after having met Break. She accepts the choice. You can either accept this power or, you know, continue in death. And Asa basically decides, well, I want to get back to Yuru and I want to find out what happened to my parents, so I can't like accept death yet. That's where Asa gets break. She wakes up, she takes these people out, and she finds solace in the Kagomori clan. Now we're present day. And we know, legend has it, that Yuru has the same option. He can be confronted with the choice of accepting death or being offered the power of seal, but that has not yet happened. Now, when we're talking about this, though, in present day, one thing just to note before we get there, right? Because the Tadera clan is an ally of the Higashi clan. Higashi is antithetical to Kagomori's, right? So by proxy, guilty by association, Kagomori's do not like Taderas and vice versa. So it's very weird. Everybody's anxious and on their toes because they're like, oh, a Tadera is here at the Kagomori mansion for what? For why? Why is he? So we're suspicious of him. He's really just there to secure Yuru. But everybody's on their toes. And it's funny because only Yuru can really notice it. Everybody else is putting on a good front. But Left mentions to us, because Yuru's upset. He's like, man, why didn't nobody tell me that I could, like, how to access this power seal? And Tadera says, well, you're kind of a reckless person. To let you know that you kind of have a freebie come back to life card would only make you act more reckless. And we don't know exactly that it's guaranteed that you can use it how you may think you can use it. This leads Left to mention the last set of twins, 400 years ago, one of the twins did not come back to life. Why that happened, we don't know. Other details, we don't know. But so it is not a guaranteed thing. Oh, let me just go link up with Break, or let me just go link up with Seal, get that superpower and come back. Not a guaranteed thing. It worked for Asa. Does that mean that card's already been played and Yuru doesn't have access to Seal? That's possible, but Yuru's kind of the main character, so I see him having Daemons and Seal, but he's going to be very strong with all of that loadout. But I think what we're seeing, right, Yuru has the Daemons, Asa has the power. I think Asa did just acquire some Daemons. She's saying temporarily, so maybe they stick around or she finds some permanent Daemons. So it only makes sense that we also see Yuru acquire this power seal. But that's the lore we got, family. I'm curious as to what's gonna happen. But that's what we got. I'm very much enjoying this show, family. All praises due to the Most High. Peace and love.